All right, if you're not from Detroit, I don't know what's going on with my mouth. Pause, and that's what she said. Right? All right. So, anyways, do y'all remember qubo? I think people that's not from Michigan and from Canada don't know nothing about qubo, right? Because like I got a nigga in what's where is it? Pennsylvania. My nigga Q that I mentioned in the last video, and he didn't know shit about qubo, right? He ain't know nothing, right? But me personally, I grew up with this shit, right? If it was either this or PBS Kids, you right on some shit. You know what I mean? We had gems. Did you hear me? Gems like all right, this before I started watching a shit ton of YouTube, this was peak for me. Peak. I didn't grow up with Scooby Doo. Actually, I mean, I kind of did. I grew up with like one DVD of like the first series. Where are you? But other than that, this was all that in like 4 bags of chips for me. All right, it was about this little brown girl, Sally Bollywood, which it's crazy. That's her last name. And she would like go around solving mysteries with her cartoonishly white and cartoonishly pale friend Dewey. And like they'd go around and they'd be solving mysteries and shit. I remember this one episode where they all baked a cake and all the cakes got eaten except for her nasty ass shit. And she felt a little hurt. She was like, "Damn, I mean, it's a win, but it's also a lose at the same time." Or was it pie? It was a pie or cake. And it was crazy. We also had, hey now, Jane and the dragon are best friends now. It was about a girl who wanted to be a knight, and in the theme song, in the theme song, you know, she wanted to be a knight, but the king was a sexist piece of shit, and he was like, but you a bitch though, and Jane was like, oh, I mean, I still beat your ass, and then the king was like, nigga, you probably can't even take that dragon down, that's down the street or down the road or wherever the hell they had back in the day, and then she went to go slay the dragon, and then like I guess like Jane was like, damn dragon, you a cool ass nigga. And then the dragon was like, damn, Jane, you a cool ass nigga. So they kind of like, you know what I mean? So and then they like do adventures and shit. And like the rest of the kingdom kind of doesn't like dragon except for Jane. And it's a pretty cool show. I mean, we also had stuff like what niggas know about being in. This is qubo Night Owl. I bet y'all haven't heard that shit in years. Y'all know the little. It was like qubo's version of Nick at Night, or like when Cartoon Network we're gonna try it again. It was like qubo's version of like when Cartoon Network was like good night everyone, and then you just hear King of the Hill. This was Night Owl, where they would show quote unquote more older kid stuff, not adult stuff, but more older kid stuff. Right? There was Being In, where it's about a little boy growing up in Canada, and he had what they I mean they imply it's an active imagination. To me, it's schizophrenia. He'll be chilling and out of nowhere, like he'll just see like a monster or some shit, and then I'll fuck up his whole day, and that's the entire episode, right? Like it's kind of crazy, right? It was him. He got bullied by his 2 brothers. That's one nigga with the blue hair. Why the fuck does he have blue hair? And then there's another nigga with a hat on. And then yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good show. I watch it still occasionally from time to time. It's okay. You know, I mean, Gumball's better, stronger, faster. But anyways, we also had what's that sound? Archie's weird mysteries. What is going on in this town? And it's Riverdale, but you know it's not shit. So this show was also unnaturally scary. You know how many times at my big ass age, at like the age of like 9 or 10, I'd have to walk upstairs and sleep in my mom's bed because I was up way past than what I should have been. I was up late as hell watching this scary ass shit. There was this one episode, right? Years later, my nigga, I'm 18, my nigga. 18. I remember this shit clear as fucking day. Nigga, they had this one episode where like they were turning into potato zombies or some shit. It was crazy work, crazy work. It was crazy work. Right, it was crazy work. Right, they had another one where like a mall mummy was coming to chase them. That one wasn't as scary, but it was still weird as fuck. Like this show was actually trying to scare niggas, bro. So yeah, it's pretty good. We also had this show is called Pearly. Fun fact, it's based off of a book. I didn't know that back then, right? It's about this girl named Pearly, and she pearls around. I don't know. It's been years since I've seen. Excuse me. It's been years since I've seen a this show. I know the girl like next to the bat with the black hair. She kind of sucked, and I think that nigga's name down there is Jasper, and he's an elf, not a fairy. You racist bastard. And then there's a bat hanging with her. I know like that's like her assistant. And you know this is a purely nostalgia post. You know you're supposed to watch this TikTok and you're supposed to be like, oh Pearly, I remember that. So if you said that to any one of those any of the shows that I've shown previously, I'm doing my job. That was it for everything. Ooh, hold up, let me fix that. All right, yeah, that was kind of it for everything. I just wanted to let you guys know like how much Kibo impacted my life, and I hope. Ooh, I hit my mic by accident. Um, I hope Cubo impacted you guys, your guys, all of you, your lives as much as it infected mine. And if you want, I think you guys should check it out, in your free time. Also, if I haven't said this in a previous video, I do not wear glasses, but shit, I look good in these hoes. I might start. You know what I mean? How y'all think I look? Comment down below, or I don't know, pause the video and then respond out loud, unless you're around people, because that'll look weird. Thank you guys. I love you guys. That's all. I was gonna like do the thing where I'm like this, but I decided not to last second. That's all. Bye.